Hi Susie, that's Megan here. First and foremost, I wanted to say it's nice to meet another sociology major. Um, I wanted to start off by saying that I totally agree with you in the sense that in today's world, there is still this very much negative stigma surrounding receiving help for your mental health, whether that's by getting medication or whether it's especially going to therapy. I know myself, I didn't start to see the benefits of therapy until like this last year, and now I can't seem to imagine my life without it. It's been instrumental, and so I think it's very important to try and turn that stigma around and realize that therapy is not something that's negative but actually very beneficial. Moving on to the discussion of 56 and up, I wanted to say that I also noticed a pattern regarding divorce rates and how many of the characters, even who didn't have parents who got divorced, actually got divorced at least once, if not multiple times. And so I think that's very telling into the fact that divorce is a problem that is a social problem and not just a personal one at that. So like the character Paul you brought up and how his parents were divorced, I think it's even more telling if you look a little bit deeper about how after he got married and he had kids, that his kids had a different kind of experience than he did. And so they actually became more successful than he did in different kinds of ways. And he mentions that at one point that, because one of his kids goes off to university and he didn't go to college. And then another one of his kids got married and had multiple kids. And I think that just goes to show that you're correct in that although it's not the sole source of causation, a child's parents' marital status definitely influences how they perceive the concept of marriage, whether they perceive it as something that they want or whether they even then last through a marriage. I think that definitely does influence us. Just like anything else we see in our daily life or we experience in our daily life, that then influences our future decisions. And it's going to be the same thing growing up with our parents. If you have, like, say, a parent of a certain religion, that then philosophy is embedded in you for a different time. However, if you experience something negative surrounding that, then that can cause you to leave that religion. So just all these different experiences and upbringings, I definitely agree with you in the fact that they influence our perceptions and definitely the perceptions surrounding marriage.